I got my orders for Vietnam after the basic training and the advanced individual training, and I got leave to go home before I left. When I went home, my mother said that the lady next door to us had been given a Bible verse from the Lord that she wanted to share with me. The lady next door to us was what we as kids referred to as a holy roller. She played the lively, upbeat music out the windows of her house. She talked about the Lord all the time, things like that. So when my mother told me that she wanted to see me because she had a verse from the Lord, I was extremely reluctant to go over there. I basically refused to go over there. My mother insisted, and in deference to my mother, I did go over there. The lady gave me a packet of prayer cards, and with it she had a written note that the Lord had given her the verse of Psalm 91. That would be my verse for being over in Vietnam. And I thanked her, and I left with the cards, went home, threw the cards in my dresser drawer. A couple days later, I got ready to go back to California to be shipped out to Vietnam. I left the cards there. When I got to California, the cards were in my pack. I thought I sent them back home, but when I got to Vietnam, they were there. When I got into the field, they were in my rucksack. I carried them in that rucksack. I couldn't throw them away at that point. I carried them in the rucksack the whole time I was there. When I was wounded the second time, which was in March of '68, I was evacuated from the field by helicopter, and you weren't allowed to take anything with you, so I had to leave the rucksack there, and all my worldly goods, for that matter, there. But I told my radio operator that I would like him to get my camera and bring it to me at the hospital whenever he got back in, whenever that might be, because I had some good pictures on there. And a few days later, he showed up at the hospital, came into the hospital, and told me, I asked about my camera. He told me that shortly after I had been medevaced out of there by helicopter, that they had been hit again by mortar and rocket fire, and that a mortar round had hit my rucksack. And the only thing they were able to salvage from it was those cards, and he gave me the cards. And I still, at that point, I decided I better keep these cards, and I still have them to this day. I have those cards.